you to action. It's your turn. Your turn to make a difference. Reach inside, find your talents, become the designer, and design for change. Welcome to this Design for Change Design Sprint. In this design sprint, you're the investigator, the designer, and the innovator. Unite and use your talents and contrive the perfect blueprint to tackle the important issues we will be discussing here. So come along, let's feel, imagine, do, and share. A change starts with you. In the feel stage, you will investigate, analyze, and connect with others. Discover how others feel. How do you feel? In the imagine stage, you will explore and analyze potential reactions, then brainstorm new and creative ideas. In the do stage, involve yourself in the change. Design the blueprint and use your individual talents to create a plan. Then execute that plan and watch your vision unfold, so that in the share stage, you can share your journey of change and inspire others to take action. In short, when we face important issues, how can we get everyone on the same path to become woke? A change starts with you. In 2015, the United Nations created 17 global goals aimed to mobilize social and economic development around the world. The Sustainable Development Goals address poverty and hunger, health and education, gender equality, environment, and social justice. So consider this challenge. There is a huge disparity in funding among school districts. Districts in lower income areas don't receive the kind of funding for facilities, equipment, curriculum, even access to the same opportunities that upper income neighborhoods receive, for reasons like property tax and others that we'll be discussing today.
It sucks to be a low-paid school because we don't get cool field trips.
I feel that sometimes the funding is a little splotchy in some areas, like they would use it more areas than others.
Most of the time it sucks mainly because most schools can do a lot better on funding for like utilities.
High contrast to Westwood, they do get a bit more funding than we do.
And we need better coaches for sports that we have here.
I've noticed lately that all the bathrooms are closed.
In the bathrooms, most of the stalls, doors are broken. The lock is busted.
The 800s building has been closed, so I've had to go to the 600s building to use the restroom.
I have to go out to the 700 building, even though most of my classes are over by the 100 building.
There was discussion of have and have not schools. Because of the property tax, you have one kid through no fault of their own is in a school that gets no funding, and the kid that was just lucky to be born in Scottsdale gets all the funding because of the houses are more, creates a disparity in the schools.
I'm at a highly funded high school campus, and I'm gonna see if I can talk to one of the students. Excuse me. Hi. What's your favorite course here?
I really like our TV production and broadcast courses because I want to be in broadcast someday.
We could have better electives and like activities to do around the place.
If we had interesting teachers, less and less kids would ditch.
Junior high, when I got tutoring for like my classes and stuff, like I felt like it was a lot easier because there was a lot less students to have one-on-ones with the teachers. But here I feel like that's more of a challenge because there's a lot of students like signing up for tutoring. So I don't really go to tutoring here anymore because I can't really get enough help I need to succeed.
There was a workaround on the income tax deduction, and that was supposed to shore up the inequalities between school funding. But again, if you're working poor or lower middle class, even though you're going to get it back, you got to kind of pay it in first. And that's where that doesn't work. Then they had a sales tax. So one guy is dumping more money in while four guys are pulling the money out. The legislature of Arizona and a ton of other states decides to cut educational funding. So it's like you're dumping in the bucket and they're taking it out to get it somewhere else.
I don't feel like there's enough like safe places to talk about things that are like going on. Like it would get like told around and stuff, that it would be like non-anonymous. I think there could be like better security. There's a lot of stuff that gets stolen around here sometimes that could probably be fixed. There's a bunch of stuff that goes on around the school that could easily be prevented.
What might help with the whole security issue is build more schools around the valleys so they don't have like so many students at one school.
I think we should be focusing more on getting another attendance lady. because we had to let an attendance lady go because we didn't have enough funding, and now we have 2 attendance ladies doing the work of 3.
My campus, they're very politically involved because their thing is, this will be ours. And we better care now.
And you get enough people working towards a goal, they push people to make decisions in favor of the high school students. I feel like people just need to get more involved.
So in conclusion, how can we close this gap and give every student the same opportunity for education and success? Think about where you are in this situation and how you can come together to reach this goal. Remember, you can make a difference. You can create a design for change. Thanks for joining us. Now get out there and share.
I think it's a new time for education.
The change starts with you. This design sprint is brought to you by Design for Change in collaboration with the UN Sustainable Development Goals.